How's everyone doing today, guys? It's me, the Domo Taku, here today for the second anime movie review on this channel, technically, because I can't remember the top of my head the other ones, but I do know I did the Love Live movie. But today, I am here with the Day Live Mayuri Judgement movie review. Now, I've been begging and not begging, but I've been wanting to do this one for a long time, ever since I've heard of the Mayuri Judgement movie. Back when I started the channel, I did talk about this Daily Live series, Daily Live 2, I believe, and then the ONA or the OVA featuring Kurumi. And then after hearing about this movie, I've been wanting to watch this movie so much because of how interesting I really do like the Daily Live series. And you check my channel, you'll see that somewhere around. I make some videos on it. But yes, the Daily Live Mayuri Judgement movie, I've finally got a chance to see this again. I've actually watched it once before, like this whole recording here, but I came back to rewatch it because I need to review all the feels and stuff of the movie. So I got to rewatch it again and make this video you're watching right now. So let me talk about this movie in a general sense for one, and then I could go on all the spoilers and all the stuff that happens in this movie. So for one, in general, the movie, it's okay, you know, it's really good. I think for one, the movie is it's like a basic 1 hour short film is course thing, so it's not that lengthy, you know. I kind of expected it to be that way, considering like Day Live making a movie out of like this whole plot line they have with Day Live, right? You know, I was like, okay, how are they gonna do this? You know, I don't really think it's gonna feature a lot of stuff here, and you know, it sort of was. The beginning half of the movie is, well, no, almost the entirety of the movie is a lot of fan service, and that's not bad for one, because you know, it's like a good build up to what happens in the end of the movie. So in my opinion, for one, so yeah, it's like that. In general, the anime, I'm pretty sure, you know, I haven't watched the Daily Live anime in a while, so yeah, the animation in this movie probably looks top-notch quality compared to the anime, right? And the anime, you know, it looks fine, but then this one, they put off everything here, considering there are so many like dates in this movie, and like, you know, they're just like trying to make everything look good, and it did, you know, I'll give it that. Everything did look good here in the movie. You know, it's Daily Live, so you gotta have they have like a lot of the characters from the old movie come back. This follows the plot after Daily Live 2, so it's pretty good overall. You know, not a lot of action. Well, yes, there was a lot of action, but you know, it's a pretty short film. It's not like, oh my goodness, like so much awesome stuff just happened, like thing. But it was okay movie. You know, nothing like overreaction hype sort of thing. There, it was a good movie. It was a good film. There were some things about it that were pretty meh, and some things about it that was pretty good. And I'll talk about those now. And the spoilers. So basically, Mayuri Judgement movie takes place after Day Live 2, where we have the last spirit, I believe, Shido gets or makes friends with is Miku. And then after the whole event, right, it's just they start off the plot. I think for one, the plot for this movie is kind of not like how do I put this. It's pretty smartly developed, because in the beginning of the film, Shido notices like this kind of spear thing in the sky, and basically this is like some kind of like displeasing thing from the spirit energy from all these spirits around Shido, right? And basically they're all displeased, or their negative emotions about how they all can't spend time with Shido alone. And you know, it makes sense, you know. It's like, oh, you have like this one dude that like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls like, and I'm just like, okay, you know what, I could totally understand that this is probably legit. You know, this like negative emotional aura in the sky is the motions from the 6 spirits, because you know, they kind of want to spend time with Shido alone or by themselves, but they can't because everyone else is around them. So they come up with a plan to have dates with every single one of the spirits alone. Now, at first, I was pretty skeptical about this whole thing, right? And I was like, wait, we're gonna get this whole dates with all the girls, and is that the movie? Is that what I'm watching here? And then, you know, I didn't really know how they were going to implement Mayuri, even though Mayuri was introduced in the beginning of the film. It's like, okay, this is called Mayuri Judgement. You know, Mayuri has to show up in this film, and she does in the dates. So I guess it's good foreshadowing for one. So, okay, so the dates, I think for one, the dates in this film are a good excuse to advance the real plot in Mayuri's development and her background and whatnot. And that all happens towards the end of the film when a lot of shit goes down. So every single date that Shido has with all the spirits and whatnot, one by one, I guess it's okay. They're all, it's really happy to see, like, their different qualities and their traits and whatnot for each girl. Because, you really don't see them alone together at all. And, they gave them this opportunity, like, okay, to develop this character. And it's like, if you didn't like the twins back in the day, after he spends time with both of them, you see that they're really both, different and whatnot. And, you get to have, like, one-on-one time with each of the characters in the series by themselves. And, like you see with Miku and Shido's date, freaking makes him cross-dress the hell out of him. And I was like, oh my gosh, they can't believe they did this again. So yeah, it's really revisiting a lot of the stuff about the old characters about the anime and all that stuff. So, after all their dates happen, I'm pretty sure Toka is the last one. And then, actually, I didn't talk about Mayuri and the dates and whatnot. So, interestingly enough, Mayuri shows herself throughout this movie. So, she's not left out in this movie. Smartly enough, they use Mayuri as sort of like the observer and, throughout Shido's dates with every single girl. And the viewer, us, is left like mysteriously questioned about her existence. Like, okay, this is about Mayuri, this movie is about Mayuri Judgement, and what does she do in this film? She's observing Shido, she's observing them on the dates, she's imitating the girls throughout their dates, like getting accessories or visiting a shrine or something like that. It makes you curious about this character. It's like, I was personally curious about this Mayuri as well, because all I know is that this is a movie about this new spirit called Mayuri, and that's about it. And then you see her in this movie. I'm just trying to observe what she's trying to do and what her intentions are and whatnot, right? So throughout the end of the film, when Mayuri reveals her true intentions and whatnot, so I think for one, my subtitles were wrong or like really translated, so I don't know if I understand this plot completely, but basically Mayuri is like an observer for all the spirits if their negative emotions or like something like, their hate towards humanity is like too high or something like that. I don't exactly recall what happened because the subtitles is awkwardly translated in the thing. I kind of had to Google it up and stuff. But yeah, basically she's an observer of the spirits and whatnot, and just to make sure that they were in check and whatnot. And Shido did do that very same thing. By going on dates with every single one of them, he calmed them down and made them happy. And that's what her job was to see, just to see that the spirits were all happy and whatnot. And then you have this whole big battle unfold and the truth and whatnot. And then we see a lot of action between Mayuri and whatnot, and it was pretty good because finally we get to see who Mayuri is for what she is, and what was she doing this whole time in the plot of this movie, and it's all revealed. And then you have this big battle come up where you see all the spirits fight. Even Kurumi makes the appearance in this film, like 1 to 2 appearances or 3 appearances, stalking Mayuri, but that's about it. And then in the end, the ending I think was the big impact in the movie, because the beginning was a good setup with those dates, the nonchalant dates. It was like, okay, nothing seems wrong, building up the stuff for Mayuri, where all the stuff happens in the end with the big impact of the battle and the whole stuff that happens at the end. So the battle is pretty good, and Mayuri, after the end of this movie, my opinion on Mayuri, I don't know, she's an amazing character for one. I really like her, and to see her die at the end of this movie, supposedly, right? It kind of like, oh man, it really does hurt to see her sacrifice herself in the end. And the last thing she ever does in this movie is kiss Shido, and that was it, right? And like, so I guess to see that happen, it was a pretty good impact, and it made me freaking tear up or emotionalize the feels in this movie, because we finally just learn about this character, and we learn about her a lot through the dates in the beginning, and we see that she reveals that she does have feelings for Shido because she bears like the same emotions as all the spirits do, and like the orb thing in the beginning. So just as much as all the other spirits like Shido, she likes Shido as well. And just to hear that in the film is like, oh man, this girl's actually pretty cool, and now she's dying. And then the movie ends there with the whole battle resolved, and supposedly, hopefully Mayuri returns, or Mayuri's okay, Mayuri's alive, or they'll see Mayuri again, right? So yeah, that's the end of the movie. And So yeah, that's about it. So for one, in the beginning of this film, when I was watching it, yeah, I honestly thought that this was a weird structured movie. You know, they based this movie off of like multiple dates with all the spirits in the anime, right? And then they did some kind of big plot in the end with Mayuri, right? And you know, at first I was really iff about it, but you know, in the end, I really did like Mayuri's character. Introducing her as a new character in the series, like this could have easily been a season 3 for Day Live. This could have been a season 3 for Day Live, but instead they had a whole lengthy movie dedicated towards this one character that's not been revealed at all. And I think it was okay. You know, it was really okay. You know, the OVA with Kurumi in that one time, like it was like really old, the good Kurumi, that was pretty emotional as well for only 24 minutes. This 1 hour 20-minute movie, I believe, focus on this girl that we don't even know in this series it's okay, you know, because of how weirdly structured it is in the beginning, because you have the curiosity and development in the dates, you know, it's there, and then the whole big thing happens in the end. In the end, you know, it was a pretty short movie, shorter than most movies I've been watching recently, and you know, I wanted to see more of this, or I think they could have like really added some more to it. But yeah, I really do like Mayuri's character, and it wasn't the best film that out there, but it was okay film. It was really okay like movie, and yeah, to this day, you know, I still would love to see a season 3 for Day Live, because after like Day Live 2, the Day Live OVA, and this movie, you know, there's a lot more that they could do with Day Live, and you know, fans like me and other people out there are still waiting for a season 3 or more from Day Live. You also have those Day Live games like on the PS Vita or whatever. I don't know what the heck that is, but of course that just shows that there is more to Day Live's universe, and there is more to Day Live's plot than there is, and that's all animated. So Funimation, go get your stuff together. Give us a Day Live season 3, you know? Make it bring back Mayuri or bring back the good Kurumi. Yeah, that's all bad. I'm just kidding. You know, if we get a season 3, we get a season 3. But you know, I really like the Day Live series. The first 2 episodes with Toka, that sold me in, because I think in this series I really like Toka the most because of how she was the first person in the anime, and how they really did her character arc in the first season. But Mayuri's character movie, or Mayuri's movie basically, it was good too. And you know, in the end, I was really sad to see Mayuri fade away and vanish from this series. But you know, hopefully in the Day Live universe, she's alive somewhere. So that is it for this Day Live movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have not seen the movie, then thank you guys for watching this video. I don't know why I guess you wanted to see what I thought about this movie. But yes, the Day Live series. If you guys like Day Live, then like the video if you enjoyed. And subscribe, because I'll be doing a lot more other movie reviews, videos, anime series reviews, all the other stuff like that are old and whatnot, because you guys requested them. And I actually wanted to do this one. Yeah, so leave in the comment section below, what do you guys thought about this movie? Have you guys seen this movie? Did you guys like Mayuri a lot, you know, in the end? Was the film too short? Was the battle sequence pretty thing? Do you want to see the good Kurumi again? Do you want to see a season 3 of Day Live? Leave your thoughts and questions or feelings or emotions in the comment section below, and share them with me, because I feel the same way, guys. It's okay. I like Day Live. I want that season 3 already. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video on the Domotaku anime channel. So take care, guys, and matane.